Hello, let's do Wordle for Sunday, October 26th. And I spun the wheel yesterday for what we're starting with today, and it is gravy. Oh, all gray. Okay, gravy was all gray. That seems apt. Common letters, S-T-L-N. Okay, so we can do, we can't do steel with an A. I would like to get an E. You know what? I was thinking style, but how about something like stone? I think stone works very well. Or stole. Do I want the L or the N? I want the L. Let's do stole. All right. L probably goes second. It loves to be second. We could do a PL. How are we ending this? I'm thinking LI. We want to use an N. Maybe blink, actually. I think blink is a good guess. L is second. That's all we get. So it's LU. There's like the word plump. Clump. Let's do clump, because C is a common letter as well. I don't want to repeat a letter if I don't have to. Wow, it was lump, though. So plump is it. Darn. If I hadn't thought of clump, I would have not thought of it, and then I gotten plump, and, oh well. I mean, better to have thought of it. I wonder what else was left. All right, well, let's... that was a decent solve. I mean, plump is not necessarily easy to... with the double P and all that. It's not hard, but it's not easy either. All right, let's spin the members wheel and see what we're starting with tomorrow. It's going to be Grace, suggested by Abby G. All right, that's going to work out pretty well. Let me write that down. All right, let's consult with the bot and see how we did today. So, known answer, plump. Started with gravy, all gray. It would do style, S-T-I-L-E. I did stole, so it wants the I over the... Is stole in the list? No, it really wants the I. Okay, well, there wasn't an I anyway, so the result would be the same. All right, so after stole, it suggests flick. I went with blink. I thought blink was pretty good. It suggests plink with the P. That would have worked really well. I did blink. All right, so now it's suggesting clump or plump. The other word left is fluff. Did not think of fluff, but I don't think I would have guessed that. So it agrees, guess clump or plump, and then we get it in 5. All right, it would have done style, which probably has a slightly different solve here. Oh, wow, it goes straight for clump after style, or maybe flunk. So if it does clump, we obviously get plump in 4. If it does flunk, then we still have the plump versus plum versus plump. So it's saying do clump or plump, so we might get it in 4 or 5. All right. From Tails, 118 words left. It wants could, just the L. It does could. Interesting, L not second. Then flunk, then blurb or plum or plump. Interesting, no clump. Yeah, there's no C. So that's it. Blurb, plum or plump. Each one gets the other. I probably would end up going with plum because it's the only one that doesn't repeat a letter. And then plump. So it gets in 4 or 5. I think steel is going to be very similar. I'm curious if it's the same. It is not. It goes phallic. Very different. All right. And then we're down to 10 words, but it wants plum or plump. So probably go with plum and then plump, although it could just get plump in 3 randomly. All right. Adieu. Gets the U. We go court, see if there's an O. There is no O, so now we do spunk and then plum, plump, or the other way. All right. From audio, we still have the U. It wants spurt. Not testing the E. Interesting. So just spurt. And then chump. And then only plump. Interesting. Never guessed the E. That's new. All right. Trace tries to get it in 2. Does it do it? No, it doesn't. And ultra, either way, it's going flush. All right. So trace flush and then plum or plump. So it gets it in 3 or 4. And finally, place is what the bot starts with. It gets that PL. How trappy is that? There are only 6 words. So just got to make sure you pick the right one. Like, I don't even know if there's a wrong one to pick, to be honest. Plum is what it goes for, or plump. So it just gets extremely lucky. It gets it in 2 or 3. It could even be a 2. All right, but I'll leave this in because I don't know what the bot's going to do. All right, well, let's check with the bot. Okay. My skill was 94. Luck was 21. Steps 5. 4.1 is our average. All right. Gravy, decent opening word. It's only a 67 skill. It would have gone with slice. Interesting. Stole was one of the top picks. 96. Blink. It would have gone with flick. Unlucky. There's still 3 words left. Clump is exactly what I picked in this situation. It probably was fine with plump as well. It was. And then plump was the only one left. All right. The ending words always bump up the skill score quite a bit. And it does get it into place plump. Interesting that it went with plump instead of plum. I think plum has been the answer before, actually, because I remember there's a lot of debate about that word. Like a plumb wall is one that's straight up and down. 0.3% starting with plump so far. Good job. Not many people starting with gravy. All right. And then plump, 98.5%. So we have a 1.5% failure rate. People losing on plum and plumey. All right. Well, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, I bet you'll enjoy the New York Times games. You can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all of the videos I made today. And if you enjoyed it, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.